in there. Should I be worried that Trump has mentioned my wife more times at his rallies this year than his own? And listen, I know your cognitive abilities are declining faster than the price of Truth Social stock, which I don't mind at all. In fact, I love it. I just wish he would quote it correctly. I didn't say, ha, 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 he thinks he bothers me.
Trump and Kimmel aren't actually enemies. They're business partners in the attention economy. Every time Kimmel makes a marriage joke, Trump explodes, ratings soar, and both men walk away winners. In today's video, I'm breaking down the symbiotic relationship that powers this never-ending feud. You'll never watch late-night TV the same way again after understanding the strategic chess game happening behind those punchlines. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Ever wonder why Trump and Kimmel can't seem to leave each other alone? It's not just random bickering, it's a strategic game that both sides have mastered. These two have been locked in a war of words since before Trump even took office.
He didn't condemn the violence on January 6th because she was busy going over White House renovations that day. Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement. Only Donald Trump would call his wife in to watch a top secret mission like it was a TikTok of a baby hippo or something.
This relationship is like a toxic marriage where neither will file for divorce because the fighting is just too profitable. When Kimmel takes aim at Trump's marriage, he's not just throwing out random jokes. He's carefully selecting ammunition that hits Trump where it hurts most. The late-night host has spent years observing which buttons send the former president into a Truth Social meltdown. Those awkward moments between Donald and Melania that we've all noticed. The hand swats, the forced smiles that vanish when she thinks cameras look away. They're comedy gold for Kimmel.
2019, her husband called her in to watch a classified military operation, even though she didn't have security clearance.
Please welcome our next Commander-in-Chief, my husband, President Donald J. Trump.
And now, from Slovenia, please say hello to our former First Lady, Melania Trump.
Trump's responses are so predictable you could set your watch by them. His all-caps rants calling Kimmel talentless and raging about the fake news media might as well be copy-pasted from his reaction playbook. It's exactly what Kimmel and his writing team count on. They craft jokes specifically designed to trigger this reaction. They drop the bait and Trump chomps down every single time. The studio audience becomes part of this performance too. Camera operators are trained to catch real-time reactions, capturing the uncomfortable squirms of conservatives and the howling laughter of liberals. It's reality TV disguised as political commentary, with everyone playing their assigned roles perfectly.
This appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a man and his wife try not to smudge each other's bronzing cream, you know? She greets him like he made a delivery to her art gallery.
Have you noticed how Melania remains completely silent through these public spats? Her absence from the conversation becomes its own kind of statement. She never defends her husband against these marriage jokes, and that silence only fuels more speculation. It's the ultimate non-denial denial. Why does Trump get so worked up about these marriage jokes anyway? Because they strike at the very foundation of his carefully constructed image. This is a man who's built his entire brand on being a winner.
Platform is immigrants are dangerous. Immigrants are killing our country. We have to stop the immigrants. Look at the way these two lovebirds interact with each other. Their chemistry, it's positively smoldering.
In business, in politics, and yes, in his personal life. The suggestion that his own wife can barely stand to hold his hand, that demolishes the winner facade he's spent decades building. For a man obsessed with appearances, there's nothing more devastating. That winner facade Trump works so hard to maintain, it's being deliberately attacked by Kimmel, and secretly, Trump might be thankful for it. Every viral clip of Melania avoiding Donald's hand creates a bizarre economic ecosystem where everyone profits. The more these two pretend to hate each other, the more their bank accounts grow. Funny how that works, isn't it? Let's follow the money trail. Every time Kimmel drops a Trump marriage joke that goes viral, his ratings get a nice little boost. It's not rocket science, it's just good business. These jokes are what the TV folks call ratings gold because they're easy to write, audiences eat them up, and when Trump inevitably throws his orange tantrum, the social media engagement goes through the roof.
In there. Should I be worried that Trump has mentioned my wife more times at his rallies this year than his own? And listen, I know your cognitive abilities are declining faster than the price of Truth Social stock, so if it helps, I'm happy, which I don't mind at all. In fact, I love it. I just wish he would quote it correctly. I didn't say, ha, 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 he thinks he bothers me.
But here's the kicker. Trump isn't losing this game either. When he rage posts about unfunny Jimmy at 3 a.m., his supporters rally around their attacked leader like angry bees defending their hive. And what do angry bees do? They donate money. Lots of it. Every Kimmel joke basically turns into a fundraising opportunity. Trump gets to be in the headlines without spending a dime on ads, all while playing the victim of those mean Hollywood elites. And let's not forget the real winners, media companies. They get to run stories about Kimmel's joke, then run separate stories about Trump's meltdown response, essentially doubling their content from one silly joke. Ka-ching! It's like printing money, except instead of ink, they use Trump's anger issues. So what exactly did Kimmel say that got Trump's diaper in such a twist this time? He played into what everyone's been whispering about for years, those painfully awkward moments between Donald and Melania that have been caught on camera. Remember the infamous hand swat in Israel? Or how about when Melania's smile vanished faster than Trump's tax returns the moment he turned away? Or those mysteriously long, extended stays away from the White House during his presidency? Kimmel didn't need to make up anything new. He just needed to point at what was already hiding in plain sight.
And this is what he's thinking about, a joke. This is what he has to talk about. He has no plan for anything. He's too scared to debate again, who abused his authority to silence someone who disagrees with him and tried to muzzle free speech. I'm so sorry, Jim. I would have been happy to.
For Kimmel, poking Trump makes him the brave, truth-telling comedian standing up to power. For Trump, fighting back makes him the warrior defending himself against the elite coastal joke makers. It's a match made in ratings heaven, and as election season heats up, expect this ridiculous cycle to get even more intense. More jokes, more tantrums, and definitely more cash for everyone involved. As you scroll through your social media today, you'll see something interesting. Trump fans calling Kimmel disrespectful, while Kimmel supporters are still giggling at the joke. It's like watching two completely different planets orbit the same sun. The experts aren't surprised. They say these celebrity politician feuds are basically polarization factories, turning us all into cheerleaders for our chosen team. Notice how nobody's actually talking about whether the joke was accurate, just whether their side won the exchange. So next time Donnie Diapers is rage tweeting at Jimmy, ask yourself, am I laughing because it's funny or because my team scored a point? The feud will keep going as long as we keep clicking, sharing, and arguing about it. The joke isn't really about Trump's marriage, it's about us, how easily we're manipulated and how much we enjoy the show. Grumpy Trumpy and Kimmel both know it.